Look what they're doing to Steve Baker, which I think we're going to have him in next week.
Yeah.
He's a journalist, and they're trying to arrest him for being there on January 6th. Why?
Filming it.
But because he's exposing their lies. His act of journalism exposed perjury. And so they're trying to lock him up. They will go after.
Yeah.
They went after Owen Schroyer. What did he do? He yelled, "Death to commies."
No, death to tyrants. Wasn't it
I thought it was commies.
I thought it was death to tyrants.
Okay. Well, either way, one of them.
Because I recalled it was
outside
like old.
as a private citizen saying, "Death to tyrants." So they put him in prison.
I can't.
The question is, well, first, private citizens can engage in insurrection. The question is, are you a threat to the system? Donald Trump being a threat to their system, they will say he leads hundreds of millions, 70 plus million voters. He's the front runner for the political party, and he is rallying states that support him into deploying armed soldiers to fight against the federal government. That's insurrection. And right before the Supreme Court issues their ruling on whether or not he can be removed for waging insurrection.
But he's not in charge of them. He's not in charge. It'd be one thing if he was a governor. It'd be one thing if Abbott came up and said, "Fight the government." Trump is a private citizen right anything. Now. But it. Well, I should say. I was about to say in law, but like we have law in this country anymore. But it hardly matters anymore.
So let's say the head of the Teamsters Union comes out and says it is time for us to go fight the federal government and take up arms. He's not in charge of anybody. An individual that's going to be leading some kind of insurrection or rebellion or revolution is not going to be in the government. It would be a coup if that was the case. You could argue that if Donald Trump was in government, in charge of something, and called on states to rise up against the feds, you could call that insurrection too. You could call that a military coup attempt or a revolution. A private band of people in Syria, for instance, would like. I don't know that insurrection is the word we necessarily need to use. That's the political term they're trying to use. But the factions in Syria who are calling for people to rise up against Bashar al-Assad, would we say, yeah, but they're just private citizens. They're not involved in any way and we should ignore them. But they're marching down the street with people behind them. It eventually leads to an armed faction and a civil war. So who else would you accuse of insurrection?
But this goes back to the escalation talk we were just talking. Okay, let's say I agree with you, and I don't necessarily think you're wrong if they're going to accuse him of insurrection for this too. They've accused him of insurrection for everything else. Are you going to escalate it by arresting him again for that? Well, now we've entered a whole nother realm too. You're going to go down, kick in the doors of Mar-a-Lago again, and arrest him again? They are going to push this thing to a place that I certainly don't want to see it go to a free. But that's the kind of thing. I think they will. How's it?
I should say, I think they would. I think they would. There's a strong probability that within a few months, this is. I mean, look, you've already got Democrats calling for the federalization of the National Guard. Donald Trump issuing a statement saying the Fed is derelict, they're in violation of the law, and the states should send National Guard down. He is. There's no reasonable person who's going to make the argument he did not say fight the Fed. People are going to go, no, he's saying like just to get rid of the illegal immigrants. He's not saying to go to fight any. The Biden administration has ordered Texas to stand down, remove their troops so they can remove the razor wire and go back to letting.
But it was an illegal order. It was an illegal order. The feds, you can't. Biden didn't have the authority to do that. But Biden does not have the authority to tell. But that's what I'm saying. It's an illegal order.
But so actually, he does have the authority.
No, Texas has the ultimate authority when it comes to that. Even according to Greg Abbott. Greg Abbott even laid it out today. He said, we have the ultimate authority.
Only because they have violated the law in facilitating an invasion.